change can be intimidating, and it may seem easier to carry on in familiar discomfort rather than making a big break, even if we may end up being happier.
I won't argue with that, and it's precisely the situation that Ishay Govender-Ypma found herself in.
She had a successful law career before deciding to become a writer. Mishal met up with the personality behind the food and the fabulous blogsite.
Having specialized in commercial law, Ishay Govender-Ypma was climbing the corporate ladder without finding true fulfillment. She remembered watching her mother and grandmother cooking and realized that she really wanted to connect with people. Feeling inspired, she set off to destinations including Peru, Brazil, Hungary, the Netherlands, Dubai, India, and the islands of Mauritius and Reunion, discovering as much as possible about the local people and their cuisine. Her aim was to savor, explore, and share her experiences with her readers, which she continues to do when she's in Cape Town.
Ishay Govender-Ypma is the fabulous food blogger who travels the world whilst discovering new flavors and meeting interesting people. I'm looking forward to her bite-sized approach to storytelling.
So today, do you have some ostrich meat? Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ishay appreciates the importance of quality ingredients, and the Mother City's organic markets are her favorite place to browse, even if it means getting up early on a Saturday.
Thank you so much. Thanks. Have a lovely Saturday. Bye.
Ishay, hello. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Lovely to meet you.
Have a seat.
This market has such a vibe.
Isn't it lovely?
What draws you to it?
Well, first of all, practical reason. It's really close to me. And secondly, I've watched the trajectory over the years. You know, it was a tiny little market that started out here and it's moved all the way to the back with the food offerings. And it's a great place to get your fresh ingredients, but you've just got to get here before 10.
What ingredients will we be requiring?
Well, for the recipes today, we need some fresh produce like asparagus, chili, lemons, and some baby spinach. We need some ostrich and also some halloumi cheese.
Should we go get it?
I beat you to it. I've got it already. Shall we go cook?
Let's go.
I know, it's so beautiful.
Ishay's cooking style is about utilizing bold flavors with as minimum fuss as possible. The fresh produce has been purchased. Ishay, what are we preparing today?
Well, we're going to start off with something really fresh and simple with lovely textures, crunchy, and it's going to be zingy as well.
Why have you chosen a zingy dressing?
Because I think it complements the earthiness of the spinach, and we're using beetroot as well. And you're going to see it's going to combine beautifully.
Ishay, where are we starting?
We're going to start with the dressing. And what we need to do is to zest a lemon and a lime, and I'm going to ask you to do that with the microplane. Right, it is quite sharp, and all you do is run it down there. And keep going until you get all the zest out.
Oh, as you can smell, the beautiful lime has been released.
Citrus, that's an amazing scent. I always say you can never feel unhappy if you've got a lemon around.
Good.
That's great. And you can do the lemon.
Ishay, you originally came from Durban though?
I did. I left Durban when I was 3. I lived in the Midlands until I was about 17, and then I moved inland to study. And I moved to Cape Town about 10 years ago.
Glancing at your blog, I sense this internal happiness. How does Cape Town add to your happiness?
Well, Cape Town is a happy city, isn't it? I mean, it's wonderful to wake up to. It's beautiful. Living here, you feel blessed. Right, so what we're going to do, let's release some of that. Beautiful. You want to give that a little sniff. Doesn't that just smell like happy?
Divine.
Okay, if you could do me a favor and take that and place it in the glass jar. I just want to tell you, these glass jars, we recycle everything in this house, but I hoard the jars for spices and for making dressings as well. Alien squeezer in one hand.
Growing up, I imagine you were one of those kids that was always assisting your mom in the kitchen.
Actually, I wasn't. I didn't do any of that at home. My mother did all the cooking, and she's a really good cook, but I'm pretty sure that you will agree that your mother's a very good cook too. So that didn't happen until university, when I had to fend for myself. Okay, last bit of lovely zesty juice in. I'm gonna add some sugar, some salt. This salt is from Reunion. I always bring back salt from wherever I travel. It's just a wonderful way to relive those memories. Okay, olive oil in there. Will you put the lid on here? All we need to do is give it a vigorous shake for about 20 minutes. Make sure that the lid is on quite tight. And you can see the dressing starts to emulsify.
Voila.
And let us start with the 2 things we need to get in the pan. The pumpkin seeds and the halloumi.
Let's get started. Ishay, will you be using olive oil to grill the halloumi?
There's no oil involved here because we just use dry frying method. Mishal, you see you didn't need the oil because it releases its own, and it's got a really high melting point. Okay, so this is actually really why you don't need to use the oil. You can see it actually oozes quite a bit, and it's very important to get it onto a paper towel as soon as possible. And while the halloumi is hot, we want to capitalize on that. So what we're going to do is start assembling our salad. Start with the beetroot, pumpkin seeds, and I'm going to give that a scatter. Right, now a lovely hot oozing grilled halloumi on the top. I'm adding some mint leaves, scatter that over. Can you see it's looking really, really pretty and fresh? And finally, we're going to just dress it. Nice and simple, fresh, zesty.
Oh, it looks so beautiful.
I know, isn't that beautiful?
Spectacular. What are we preparing next?
Well, we have flavors of Asia here today, and we're going to be making a pan-seared ostrich in a lovely oyster and red chili marinade. And then we're going to be making egg noodles with asparagus and a green Thai curry broth.
So many ingredients. What do we have here?
Okay, we have red chili, fish sauce from Vietnam, soy sauce, palm sugar, sesame oil, green curry paste. I'm using ready-made because it's easy. Peanut oil, dried lime leaves, our star ingredient, the asparagus, spring onion, lime, coconut milk, the noodles, and we're going to finish off with lovely fresh coriander.
Well, let's get cooking.
All right, let's go. For the green Thai curry noodles, we're using a wok and peanut oil, spring onions, and now we're using all our lovely flavorants. So we've got red chili, use more if you like, less if you prefer. Our ready-made green curry paste. It's going to sizzle a bit. There we go. Lime leaves. Okay, I'm going to stir this a bit. And next, we were going to put our asparagus in that we got from the market. And give that a good stir. You want to still keep the asparagus quite fresh and crisp. Mishal, could you pass me the coconut milk?
Sure. Here we go.
Thank you. Oh, that lovely spluttering, sizzling sound. And next we've got fish sauce. We've got deep, dark soy sauce. And we're going to balance all of this with a bit of palm sugar. Mix that through. And next we are going to add our fresh, pre-prepared egg noodles. You just want to heat them. And all that's left now is to spruce it up with a splash of lime. And we're topping it off with fresh coriander. So there we go. And now we can start on the ostrich. For the marinade, we've got oyster sauce, red chili, fresh ginger that I've grated, and we're going to top it up at the end with toasted white sesame seeds and black sesame seeds.
Ishay, how did you start your blog?
That's an interesting question. It started post World Cup, and I think to some extent was World Cup blues. But it was just a journal to document the things that I was eating and places I was going to, recipes that I was sharing. Okay, so now we're going to marinate the ostrich, and it's not going to be too long. I'll do them one at a time.
What I really want to know is, what do the folks eat when they come over?
When my mum arrives, we're all very glad to eat Durban curry every day. Okay, the ostrich has marinated now, and we are ready to sear them. So we've just got a small glug in there, not too much. You've got to make sure that your pan is hot enough because this is really quick cooking on a high temperature. Okay, so you just want a little bit of brown color on both sides. I'm going to flip it over, and I would say just another 20 seconds or so, and we're going to take it out. Okay, the ostrich is ready, and a little bit of sprinkling. This is the fun part. I'm using toasted white sesame seeds and some black. That's just to make it look nice. And now we're going to slice it up.
Wow, look at that.
So you see it is quite moist and flavorful in the center and seared outside. Lovely ostrich ready to anoint the noodles on the top. So here we go. And there we have it.
Voila! Ishay, thank you so much for inviting me into your kitchen. It's been so much fun.
It's been such a pleasure cooking with you.
They say that life is a string of moments, and Ishay is proof as she lives one moment bite-size at a time.